So you finished watching Zombies 2, and like many people, you thought it was amazing. Let's try that howl together. Woo! Yours was probably better. Let's just get started on the things you probably missed while watching Zombies 2, as compiled by Riveted. Don't forget to leave your comment and wolf emoji for a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. Number 10, One for All. Zombies 2 features empowering songs about embracing what makes you different, despite what other people think. One song that talks about embracing everyone in the community is One for All. Yeah, we noticed that the title is a juggled format of High School Musical's All for One. Did you notice that? There are other things that stem up from the song, like how Addison was in high heels at the dance, but she was suddenly dancing in sneakers in the song. Well, it looks pretty cool when all the girls are wearing sneakers with their amazing dresses. Plus, people probably didn't notice the sudden change in wardrobe because Addison was so good at shaking like a pom-pom. We know you also noticed that one person from each heritage joined a different dance routine. Willow was shaking it like a pom-pom, Addison was leaning back with the zombie tilt, and Eliza did the moonwalk with the wolves. There's something else you probably didn't notice because the song is so catchy. Forget the song and listen to the background at 0.03 seconds. Someone literally says, "We have amazing dance moves." Whoever you are, we don't doubt that fact. Zombies has some of the best dancers, even in real life. But was that part supposed to make it to the music video? Number 9. What's up with Bucky? In the first movie, an accident at the Seabrook power plant resulted in an explosion that caused half the population of Seabrook to turn into brain-eating zombies. Those that weren't affected constructed a wall to quarantine the zombies from the rest of Seabrook in a territory called Zombie Town. In the present day, zombie students from Zombie Town transferred to the human high school, Seabrook High, but of course everything is not smooth for them. Zed and his friends managed to charm some of the humans, and they even become great friends. Bucky, who leads the cheerleading team, is jealous of Zed's popularity and makes sure Addison isn't able to meet him. We get why he was so mean to the zombies, especially to Zed. Before their arrival, Bucky was a hot piece of cake in Seabrook High. At the end of the movie, the zombies and the humans reunite. Flash forward to Zombies 2. Bucky is suddenly mean to the zombies again. What's up with you, Bucky? We thought you even made a few zombie friends in the first movie. Did the scriptwriters forget that detail? Or was Bucky pretending to be good to the zombies at the end of the first movie? Number 8, Witch Alert. We know that Zombies 3 will probably introduce a different community, and one of the possibilities is witches. If you were keen enough, you probably noticed the details that hinted at the introduction of witches. But for those who were busy enjoying the movie, we did all the work for you. Clearly, Seabrook has come a long way in terms of accepting the zombies, but businesses are also booming in town. Among the various shops in the streets is a crystal shop. We all know that crystals play a very important part of witchcraft. Crystals can be used for meditation, divination, astral magic, astral travel, magic, sleep, and lucid dreaming, and healing. Next to the crystal shop is a curios shop. For those of you who may not be aware, curios are rare, unusual, and intriguing objects. Wasn't it also too much of a coincidence that Night of the Werewolf was showing in theaters on Zombies 2? That film from 1980 has witches and werewolves. The synopsis reads, Waldemar Daninsky is sentenced to be executed along with Elizabeth Bathory and several witches. Since it's nearly impossible to truly kill him, he's left in kind of a living death with a silver dagger through his heart and an iron mask to keep him from biting. Centuries later, the dagger is removed and Daninsky returns to activity, fighting against a revived Elizabeth Bathory and her demonic manservant. Get ready, folks. Witches are coming to Seabrook. Will they be friends with the zombies, humans, or werewolves? You just have to wait and see. Number 7, how is Addison back? On the day of the homecoming game in the first movie, Bucky finds out about Zed's Z-Band hack and has his followers Stacy, Tracy, and Lacey steal Eliza's laptop to hack the Z-Bands. They succeed, resulting in Zed, Eliza, and Bonzo turning full zombie and being taken away by the zombie patrol. Most of the cheerleaders, including Addison and Bree, show their sympathy for the zombies at the game. Addison tells the crowd it was Bucky and his followers that led Zed to transform into a full zombie. When Addison and Bree start showing their sympathy to the zombies during a cheer, Bucky has them kicked off the cheer squad. A few minutes into Zombies 2, we notice that Addison is back on the cheer team, and she still dreams of becoming the cheer captain. Well, let's just assume it was hard for Bucky to keep such a talented cheer member out of the team for too long. But they should have at least showed us how she got back. We're not complaining, though. Addison makes an amazing cheerleader, and that was evident when she led the Z team to victory. In the end, Bucky also gives her the cheer captain's jacket, and Addison's excitement is beyond words at the moment. Number 6, why Addison didn't change. The introduction of werewolves in Zombies 2 is what made the story more interesting. In the movie, their necklaces, which are made of moonstones, are slowly losing their powers. The prophecy states that a girl with white hair called the Great Alpha will show them where this moonstone is. Okay, who is the one person in the movie with white hair? Addison. They begin to suspect Addison is the Great Alpha, so they enroll at Seabrook High to get closer to her, and Addison welcomes them with open arms. The werewolves bring Addison to their den where they tell her the prophecy, and Addison is excited to be part of something spectacular. The werewolves give her a fully charged moonstone necklace, which they have saved for the Great Alpha. When Addison puts on the necklace, however, nothing happens, and we came up with 3 explanations for this. When Zed stole the necklace, he drained some of the power, and by the time he was giving it back to Addison, it wasn't fully charged. Number 2, if Addison is the Great Alpha, she probably needs more than just a necklace to unleash her full potential. 3, the scratches on the werewolves probably had something to do with it. They never drew scratches on Addison, so it could be the reason why she didn't turn into a wolf. Wyatt is a super werewolf. Number 5. When the local werewolves in Seabrook get sick, they set out to find the solution to their sickness. Without power from the necklaces, the werewolves can easily die, and Willa confirms this in a dialogue. While Wyatt is in town, he meets Zoe, who is looking for a werewolf friend. Did you notice that little Red Riding Hood reference? Yeah, we know you all noticed when Zoe told Wyatt, "What big eyes you've got." However, did you notice that his necklace was also missing from his neck? No, it's not hidden beneath the overall. He doesn't have it. When Wyatt walks back to the den, Willa hands him his moonstone necklace back. How was he able to survive without the necklace for such a long time? We have only one explanation for this. There is something very different about him as a wolf. Willa is obviously the pack leader, but even she did not take off her necklace for that long. Wyatt is a super werewolf, period. Also, did you notice the wrap around Willa's leg? That is what separates her from the rest of the werewolves as their leader. In one of her interviews, she revealed that she came up with the idea to wrap something around her leg. Number 4, Wyatt and Eliza. The biggest ship in zombies is Zed and Addison. In the first movie, Addison begins a relationship with Zed, who's an exceptional player on the school's football team due to his Z-band being hacked by Eliza. In Zombies 2, at cheer practice, the werewolves join in after Addison welcomes them to the school. As Zed and Eliza walk in, they suspect that Wyatt, one of the werewolves, has a thing for Addison, which makes Zed jealous. Addison follows Zed out into the hall, and they get into their first fight. On the contrary, Wyatt just wanted to talk Addison into leading them to the Moonstone. However, the person who Wyatt is possibly eyeing in the movie is Eliza, and we have a feeling that she likes Wyatt too. Number 3, zombies scared of Zed? Addison and her friends accidentally see the werewolves after the bus gets into the Forbidden Forest. When they get back to Seabrook, the whole town freaks and the mayor reinstates the anti-monster laws. This notably means that the zombies cannot go to prawn. Zed realizes if he runs for president, he can change things for both the zombies and werewolves. Zed goes to his presidential debate against Bucky after both of them campaign tirelessly to win the elections. Eventually, Zed wins over the humans, but when the Z-band shorts out due to Addison's moonstone, Zed becomes a full zombie, and everyone runs away screaming, which causes Zed to sadly lose the election. The surprising part was that even the zombies were scared of Zed, yet they knew that he couldn't harm them. While he was transforming, Bucky told Zed that he knew he couldn't hurt him either, and the zombies knew that as well. So why were the zombies pretending like they had never seen a full-blown zombie in their lives? Well, at least Zed still had Eliza, who talked him into removing the necklace from the Z-band. You see what happens when you steal things that don't belong to you, Zed? You lose elections, and your fellow zombies think you're dangerous. Number 2, a weird moon. If you're like us, you've probably asked yourself a million times, what is the connection between the full moon and the werewolves? Don't worry, we'll get to that soon. First, let's take a look at the moon in Zombies. We're certain that more than one night passed in the movie, but somehow the moon was always full throughout the movie. Weird, huh? Also, did you notice that when the werewolves surrounded Addison, it was during the day, but the full moon was very visible? And why is it that we only see the moon in the Forbidden Forest? Yet we have several night scenes throughout the movie. We probably won't get an answer to that, so let's go back and try to look at the connection between the full moon and the werewolves. The association with the full moon and werewolves most likely originated in the association with the full moon and insanity, called the lunar effect. The belief that the moon influences the brain comes from the classical world. Both Aristotle and Pliny, the elder, brought forth the notion that the brain was the organ with the most water and thus can be influenced by the moon, and the moon is able to generate tides through gravitational effects because there's a huge amount of water free to move on the surface of the earth. So why werewolves and not humans or animals? We really don't know. Werewolves don't even exist. Or do they? And number 1, Addison's Eyes. Toward the end of the movie, the werewolves head to Seabrook Power, where the alarm immediately goes off and the zombie patrol shows up. Addison and Bree also hear the alarm from school and realize that they need to help the werewolves. The werewolves get arrested at the demolition site when they release silver gas. Addison arrives with the cheerleaders and zombies who get the adults to agree not to destroy the building. While all this is happening, the characters break down to another musical number, Flesh and Bone. In the song, they basically emphasize the need to unite, but something happens to Addison's eyes while they sing. For just a second, her eyes glow like the werewolf's eyes. Some may dismiss this and say that it was probably only a light reflection, but we say that there's more to it. That was the first hint indicating that Addison is either a werewolf or something else more powerful. After witnessing her hair glow blue, we can't ignore the glow in her eyes. even if it only lasted for a second. What do you think? Did we leave anything out? If so, let us know. This has been Riveted. We publish amazing videos daily.